Ladies and gentlemen, heels and heelettes, welcome to the Impact Wrestling No Surrender preview brought to you by True Heel Heat and the Pot Heels. I am your boy, Chris G, with my co-host, Mary Jane, and I'm joined with my other co-host, the good brother, Skinny Kravitz, a.k.a. the three-time baby-making champion, Ness. How you feeling today, brother?
Feeling mighty fine, good brother. How are you doing?
Can't complain. Ready to get into some Impact preview a couple of these matches. Well, all of the matches. As you know, if you're here for the first time, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Uh, Leave your comments. Let us know how you feel. Give us your predictions as we go along the card. We cover Blunt Impact on Thursdays, and we're invested in this card because we're invested in this show. It's usually a good show, so it should be a good card. Impact usually doesn't, or lately they haven't been failing with their pay-per-views. I don't think this one's going to be any different. So let's get into it. Let's start from the bottom, and we'll hit the top of the card. On the pre-show, this is a travesty. This show should not be on the pre-show. In the countdown to No Surrender, it will be Jonathan Gresham taking on Mike Bailey. This match was just kind of thrown together, but it was thrown together for the pre-show. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this match?
You used the word travesty, and honestly, the fact that I knew that we were going to be doing the preview tonight, that's the exact term that I would use. This should be on the main card. I can get the argument that, yeah, this is maybe the match that they want to garner the people in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, once they see this, oh, well, maybe I'll buy the pay-per-view. How about this being on the main card? This will make people buy the pay-per-view. You got two world-class athletes going at it, and I'm not going to complain about it being free. I'm not complaining about that at all. I'm complaining that these are two top-notch individuals at the top of their game, and it should be on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, I expect it to be a great match, and it being on the countdown, maybe it will garner the attention and the recognition that people will say, hey, this was a great match. I wonder what the rest of the show is going to be like. And then they will purchase No Surrender.
I mean, the rest of the card looks good, but there's a couple of different ways to look at it, right? You look at it like you just said, like, hey, this is the match to bring in those extra eyes for the rest of the card. Or does somebody see this and be like, damn, this is going to be the match of the night. Like, I don't really need to watch nothing else because they just gave me a free match tonight. I'm not mad that it's on free television. It's weird because if this was main eventing a random episode of Blunt Impact, we would be like Impact Wrestling. We would be hyped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that it's on the pre-show of a pay-per-view is like a little head-scratching, but I understand why. Who do you have in this match? I'm going to go with Mike Bailey.
I want to go with Mike Bailey, but I think Jonathan Gresham needs some traction going forward. I know he's been getting wins here and there, but I think he needs a definitive win to really establish himself in Impact Wrestling. So, I'm going to go with Jonathan Gresham.
I mean, this match could go either way. I'm only going with Speedball because Speedball's still like on a super good run.
Right.
Coming all the way from last year. He's just still been killing it everywhere he's been going. So I'm going to stick with Speedball, but that's a good picking Gresham as well. Next, also on the countdown to No Surrender, we have Deonna Peraza, the Virtuosa, taking on Giselle Shaw, the quintessential diva, with Jay Vidal. Giselle Shaw lately's really been stepping up her game. Deonna Peraza, I guess she's a babyface now? She's like slowly transitioning into a babyface role? Or is this two heels going at it?
I don't think anybody's gonna out heel Giselle Shaw in the Knockouts division at this point. Now I'm conflicted. I don't want to vote against the Virtuoso. Oh, I've learned my lesson. I will never commit that sin ever again. But I definitely can see Giselle Shaw getting a victory here. She's been looking for a big win, been trying to do it in the tag team division, hasn't been working. Say, hey, fuck tag team wrestling. It's all about me. I'm here to stay. I'm here to make a name for myself in the Knockouts division. So even though I just said that I wasn't going to do it,
you're going to do it.
Virtuoso, please forgive me for I not know what I do. Yeah, I'm going to go with Giselle Shaw here. If it doesn't work out, I'm not picking against Deonna Peraza ever. Even if it's blatant that she's going to lose, I'm not picking against her.
I mean, it feels like they're kind of building up Giselle a little bit.
Yeah.
She's gaining some traction. I think a win over Deonna does help, definitely. Deonna can't afford the loss. I mean, she's so good. It wouldn't really affect her.
Yeah.
But then you also got Jay Vidal on the side. So, I mean, I could see him distracting Deonna, keeping her look strong, sort of a dirty finish. Giselle gets the win. Yeah. Either keep the feud going or, push Giselle along to bigger and better things, maybe a title shot down the road. So I'm going with Giselle as well, as much as I want to go with Deonna Peraza, but it should be interesting. It should be interesting to see. All right, on the main card, we got Frankie Kazarian, the returning Frankie Kazarian, going up against Khan from the Design. I imagine he will be accompanied to the ring by Diener, Alan Angels, and Sami Callihan. This is a tough one. I don't think Kaz is coming back to lose. So even though the odds may be stacked against him, you never know if Sammy's having a change of heart and helps out Kaz. So I'm gonna go with Kaz.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with Kaz as well. If it was against like Diener or Sammy, maybe there's a chance that he'll, Kazarian wouldn't win. But I feel like he's going against a henchman, one of the goons of the Design, and that's pretty much they're there to take the pinfall losses and build up the baby faces in the situation. So yeah, I can see Frankie Kazarian getting the win over Khan.
Yeah, should be a solid match though. Frankie Kazarian can still work. It's going to be interesting to see Khan in a highlighted role.
Yeah,
going into this show. Next, we have the Death Dolls putting their Knockouts World Tag Team Championships on the line against the Hex from NWA. Marty Bell, Allison Kay.
You said it. It's
only one word to describe that. Should be fun to watch. Should be nice to see. I don't see the Hex beating the Death Dolls. It's possible, but I'm going to stick with the Death Dolls. I think the Death Dolls retain their titles. How about you?
Well, I have to agree with it's definitely going to be fun to watch for more reasons than one, but I will say that I think that the Hex will take the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. The only reason I say that is because I think that the Death Dolls need a little bit more depth with them for our storylines going forward right now. They had the whole they beat Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans. They beat Vexed. They beat them so bad. Chelsea Green is now a Karen in Stanford. I feel like and now that they have the Hex coming in from the NWA, they're actually freed up. They're not, the NWA Women's Tag Team Champions anymore. Maybe they can bring that energy over to the Knockouts division. And, both of them are former I think they're both former Knockouts Tag Team Champions. But I know Allison Kay is a former Knockouts champion. And I definitely know Marty Bell was a Knockouts Tag Team Champion at one point. So, hey, why not now? Do it now. Do it again, and just take those titles all around the world like they have been doing with other titles from other promotions. So, my vote will be for the Hex.
I mean, that makes sense too. Gets a little bit more exposure in other companies. So either way, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Death Dolls. You made a compelling argument. Almost changed my pick, but I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay.
I
With
hope
the Death Dolls.
I hope it made enough compelling argument for Scott D'Amore or whoever's booking this shit that I can be right.
We shall see. All right. We also got our number one contenders match. Winner will face the world champion at a later time. Steve Macklin versus Brian Myers versus Heath versus PCO, the dead motherfucker. Oh, baby. This should be a fun match. 4 different personalities. And I do say personalities because each guy in this match has personality, which should make for a fun match. And they all could kind of kick a little ass. You know, PCO is going to take some crazy bumps. Steve Macklin's going to throw himself at people. Heath is good for a babyface comeback, and Brian Myers is going to be a scumbag. I mean, I like it. I like all the combustible elements. I think at the end of the day, where we're leading to, I think Macklin is the next guy up. So I'm going with Steve Macklin to get the win. How about you?
It's funny you said all these guys can kick ass, and they got PCO in here who'll kick his own ass. I'm going to go with Macklin as well. Like I've been saying it so many times on Blood Impact, I feel as though, and I'm sure you feel as though the same way, he's the next guy that, in our opinion, should be the ones that take the title, the Impact World title, off of Josh Alexander. Macklin's been putting in a lot of work. Once again, coming from WWE, not really all that known to being one of the better heels in Impact. I was really lobbying for him to become the X Division champion when he was on his, he had the X Division title in his sights. Now he's aiming for higher standards. And after the run that Josh Alexander has had, you need that top heel that can actually garner that heat and put the work in to make it believable. And I think they've been doing that. They've low-key been doing that, going back and forth, the little barbs, not really head on just yet because Josh Alexander has other things on his plate and in his way. But once all that's taken care of, we can spearhead this new feud of Macklin chasing after Josh Alexander. And, whenever that comes to a head, I'm really there. I'm going to be there and I'm watching.
Yep, that's it. That's the matchup we're all looking for. Kind of foreshadowing who we're picking in the main event, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. First, we got to talk about the guy that I don't know. Say his name. He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. He believes in Joe Hendry. Paris and London and Tokyo. All right, Joe Hendry defending his digital media championship against Moose in a .combat match. Get it? .combat match. These guys are going to kick each other's ass. I don't know how it's going to happen, but they're going to kick each other's ass. Joe Hendry got the one up on Moose last time, and I picked Moose last time. Am I going to be foolish and pick Moose twice in a row? Yes, I am. I'm going to pick Moose. I don't think he's going to lose twice in a row. I think he's going to be our new digital media champion. I'm going with Moose. What do you think?
So I'm conflicted now because that's a compelling argument. Would they put Moose back in the match just for him to lose again twice in a row facing Joe Hendry? And I kind of feel that Joe Hendry really hasn't had enough time as a digital media champion. I know he's only had, the only feud he's had was Matt Cardona and Moose. So
I mean, it's been damn near 2 or 3 months already.
It don't feel like it though. I don't know. It doesn't like really feel
I
like
mean,
it.
it's the digital media championship. It's not the
Yeah.
X
So like, what
division
if
or
they're
the
supposed
world
to?
champion.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I could understand if it was a super important title, but this is like the mid card title. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. It's
So
getting passed around hot potatoes. But I don't know. I believe in Joe Hendry, so I'm believing in him to retain. And
we're
plus,
different. We're
it's
very different on this card.
a .combat match is a fancy way to say hardcore or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, something crazy happens to either one of them, Moose or Joe Hendry. It keeps them looking strong in the defeat too. So regardless, either way that the match goes, either guy can walk away unscathed, far as their credibility and the momentum.
That is true. That is true. I can't wait to see the prediction points for this card because me and you, totally different. Totally different picks. So
Yeah,
one of us is gonna
and
falter.
I'm hoping one of us, me, is picking right.
We shall see. Now this one, in my opinion, this is gonna be a hard one to pick. No, not this one. We actually skipped this one. This is next. Well, I was about to skip it. This isn't a hard one to pick. We all pretty much know who's taking the fucking pin in this match. We got Time Machine taking on the Bullet Club, which is basically was Kushida a tag team partner with one of these guys previously at one point?
Alex Shelley. They were
the time splitters, right?
Yeah.
And then the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
So Chris Sabin, they add that trio, Time Machine. I like it. Bullet Club with Kenta. Kenta is coming back. Well, I don't know if he's ever been here. He's coming to Impact Wrestling, which is cool. It makes me think, is Bullet Club actually going to win? Set themselves up for a future tag team title shot. I think it's possible. I think you bring in Kushida here, you could take the pit.
That's kind of how I feel as though as well. I feel like we already know what happens with with Bullet Club when Ace Austin and Chris Bay are having a match and they don't win. We already know who's looking up at the lights. So I'm hoping that this time around it could be different, especially the fact that Kenta just won the open, I think it's the open weight strong title.
Yep. The strong.
So you don't want to go into this match. You got one guy. Well, you got the tag team titles or the double tag team champions and the Motor City Machine Guns. But I feel as though, like you said, neither one of those guys have to take a pin, and neither does Kenta for all that matter. But I think it's time to actually build up Ace Austin and Chris Bay as viable challengers for the Impact Tag Team Championships. So why not get that a decisive win here and go on to maybe face the Motor City Machine Guns at the next pay-per-view? I
like it. And Kushida is also no stranger to New Japan Wrestling. So maybe you could set up a little something with him and Kenta for that title.
Yeah.
I would like to see that too. Kushida and Kenta sounds like a nice mix-up. So you never know where we can go. Possibilities are endless when it comes to this match. Now, this match is the one that's going to be a little hard to rate or to pick because they've been making Masha Slamovich look like a monster. She's had a title shot already and didn't win, I believe, against Jordan Grace. Is this finally when she becomes champion? Does she beat Mickie James? I don't know if Mickie James retires after she loses. I think the last rodeo was just the storyline until she wins the title. And now she won the title, so I don't think she'll necessarily retire if she loses. I don't know which way to go. I'm a little torn, honestly. I'm going to go with Masha Slamovich. I don't think they're going to pass up on her twice.
Yeah, I was gonna go for Masha as well. She was actually, the irony of this match, she was brought into Impact facing off against Deonna Peraza at the expense of Mickie James. Mickie James, the one that brought her in from NWA to face. I forgot what pay-per-view it was. It was like 2
The
years
pick
ago.
your poison match, right?
Yeah, pick your poison match. So she picked Masha Slamovich. Masha didn't win that night. She had the feud with Jordan Grace. She wasn't successful then. I think third time's a charm. I think that she has had the time to reassess, see where she was doing wrong, see where she can work on, doing better. And it's that time. I think it's that time. This is another rising star where you got to strike while the iron's hot. And they know that she's on fire right now, very much so. So why not utilize? Let's live in the moment. Let's not wait. Masha Slamovich defeats Mickie James.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's time to pull the trigger on Masha.
Yeah.
Love Mickie James. Love everything she's been doing and bringing, but there's nothing wrong with her losing to Masha. She goes down as a legend still. I don't think she's going to retire. You could keep building that. You could have the rematch and a rubber match and extend that a little bit. It got some shelf life, so we'll see. We'll see. We both got Masha winning, though. And it's time for the main event. It's our boy Josh Alexander putting up the world championship against our other boy, Rich Swann. This is kind of a foregone conclusion. Josh Alexander is going to retain, but we can expect a really good match. Rich Swann could hold his own against anybody. Josh Alexander is the best wrestler in Impact Wrestling, so it's gonna be fun. We know the conclusion, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, for the most part, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a Josh Alexander victory. But I like the fact that kayfabe wise, Josh is giving Rich Swann another shot at the title. Once he lost it to Kenny, he never got a rematch. Never really was in another main event program for the Impact World title. So, again, kayfabe wise, I like the fact that Josh recognizes and understands Rich Swann's greatness and is giving him a chance to try to get that title off of him. But I don't see that happening. And like we said, maybe that'll lead to Macklin and Josh Alexander feuding for the Impact World title after that. At this point, we're just trying to see if it's going to be match of the night or not.
Yeah, pretty much. Is it gonna be better than Gresham's people? Basically.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for.
And that 6-man tag has potential to be wild too. Honestly, the 3-man tag, 3-on-3. But I would say Josh Alexander, Rich Swann. It's good to see a babyface versus babyface feud based off of respect, and then still have the interest of people. Where it's like we know what the outcome is going to be, but we still want to see how it's going to get there because it should be fun. It's still going to be a good match. So all in all, looks like a pretty solid card from bottom to top, especially in the bottom with that opening match or the first match we covered in the countdown to No Surrender. So February 24th, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday Night Warriors. You could watch along with us there. Ness, it's about that time. Where can we find you at?
Guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, skinny__Kravitz, right here in the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Every Tuesday and next 3, myself, Chris G, and Romeo, we go live watching NXT. Every Thursday, catch me on Twitch, myself and Chris G, Blunt Impact at True Hill Heat, twitch.tv/True Hill Heat Gaming. You can catch me on Elite Heat. That's every Wednesday. I'm only supposed to work twice a month, or when I want some overtime.
Got the Kota Ibushi contract.
Yeah, the Kota Ibushi schedule for Elite Heat. That's every Wednesday. On the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, we go live watching Dynamite. That's myself, Romeo, True Draw Josh, and Drunk Guy JJ. And then to pop up on I pop up on reviews and watch-alongs. Like you said, like Chris G said, this Friday night. I don't know if I'll be on or if I'll be on time. I don't know if I'm going to be on. I'll just leave it at that. But even if I'm not there, make sure you guys are there. Show your love for our Friday Night Warriors in our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, and you can find me at True Heel Chris G on Twitter and Instagram every Tuesday right here on the True Heel Heat Wrestling channel, NX3 with Ness and Romeo. Every Thursday on the Twitch, me and Ness, we do Blunt Impact. That's where you can find our weekly Impact rants. We do live watch alongs on the Twitch. You could find us there. Join. It's pretty fun. And then Friday Night Warriors, just Friday, February 24th, you can probably catch me. You can catch a few of us. We'll be watching Friday Night SmackDown and Impact No Surrender, so you don't want to miss that. If you don't follow the Twitch, here it is, twitch.tv/True Heel Heat Gaming. We also have the Patreon, patreon.com/True Heel Heat. $3 a month, you get exclusive content. Me and Ness do joints and jabronis. We got a 420 edition coming up soon. And then we also are going to do Extreme Rewind. Me, Ness, Romeo. We're going to go to ECW day one on the Peacock. Should be fun. Subscribe to True Heel Heat Sports. That's our other channel. Me and SP3 do a bi-weekly NBA podcast there. So if you're a basketball fan, catch us there. Let's talk about some basketball. Let's talk about these trades, playoffs, all the good stuff in between. Let's talk about the Knicks. That's what I like talking about. Follow True Heel Heat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at True Heel Heat, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com/True Heels if you want your True Heel Heat merch. This was a fun preview. We hope to see you guys on the actual watch along. Remember, that's Friday. So for the three-time baby making champion Ness, I am your boy Chris G. We will see you guys soon. This was the Impact No Surrender preview, and we will catch you guys next time.